Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So I've gathered some fun TikToks for us to react to from some, I guess we could call them anti-MLM creators. Some of them strictly do anti-MLM content and others do anti-MLM mixed with other things. And I thought it would be fun to highlight some of my favorite anti-MLM TikToks that I found recently. So that's what we're gonna do. If you're unaware of what an MLM is, it is a multi-level marketing company, also known as a network marketing company. Some reps also call it social selling, social marketing. They have all different names for it, just to make sure that you don't think it's an MLM and go research and find out that all MLMs are essentially glorified pyramid schemes, in my opinion, of course, and likely they won't make any money, so they use all different terms. That is what an MLM is. That is what I'm referring to, if that is a new term for you. And with all of that said, let's just get right into it and watch our first TikTok, shall we? So this first one is from a comedian who is on TikTok. He is somebody who covers MLMs. He does impersonations. And he has this character, MLM Chad, who is quite funny and right on point. I'll let you be the judge of how spot on he is.
What's up, Chad Nation? Chad here. I'm just sitting here watching television on my 37-inch HD big screen TV and just thinking about my downline. Want to send out some love, shout you guys out. You guys are my rock stars. And, I got 3 things that I think are really going to help you guys take it to the next level, help you guys reach double diamond platinum. Number 1, don't get tired. Okay, guys, no excuses. Hop on Max Power, my nutritional line, auto ship. It's got nutrients, caffeine, all the things you need, to rise and grind. Number 2, TGIF. Okay, thank God it's Friday. No, the grind includes Friday. Okay, number 3, just succeed. It's a mindset. Okay, just decide you're going to succeed. All right, you feel me? Rise and grind.
I just love it so much. He's so spot on. Like, all of it. He takes on the personality so good, and then he's giving all of this empty information, like, just succeed. But how do you succeed? Like, it's so classic for MLM consultants, specifically men who are in MLMs, to act exactly like this. It's so good. So I have another one from him that I thought was really funny too, so let's take a look at that one.
What's up, Chad Nation? Chad here. I got a little break in the action, and so I thought I'd take a second to just invest in my tribe. I get this question a lot. It's like, how do you take every single relationship in your life and turn it into a money-making opportunity? And for me, it's real simple, right? Like, I don't have friends. I don't have family. All I have are opportunities. And that is how you get the W. You feel me? Rise and grind.
Like, he just gives all the empty shit that MLM consultants give you, and it's like giving sort of Ray Higdon vibes, but a little bit. It's and Doug Wood. It's like Ray Higdon and Doug Wood had a baby, and it's Chad from Chad Nation, and I love it so much. So I'm gonna link all of the people, all of the creators on TikTok that I am showing in the description, so if you want to go and follow them. This guy is really funny, and I just think he does the perfect impersonation of an MLM dude. Okay, this next one is a creator who did a parody about Pyramid Scheme Appreciation Week. So let's see what she has to say.
Hello there! Happy Pyramid Scheme Appreciation Week. Now I know what you're thinking. There's no Appreciation Week for Pyramid Scheme. That ends now. There's Appreciation Weeks for teachers and nurses, but not for us in Pyramid Scheme. We are helpers just like teachers and nurses. We help people get into debt. We help you manipulate those girls you used to bully in high school. We help you celebrate holidays on your body. Who doesn't want to celebrate the 4th of July with hot dogs on their leggings? So here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna tell 8 of your closest friends about this Pyramid Scheme Appreciation Week, and they're gonna tell 8 of their best friends, and they're gonna tell 8 of their friends, and they're gonna tell 8 of their friends. Pretty soon we'll be on the Today Show. Message me for details.
I totally had that LuLaRoe hot dog print when I was in. Guilty. But it's the outfit for me. She's spot on with her hat, her kimono, and it's just like, it's so spot on. So good. This next one is a little bit more serious, but I think it's important to highlight. So I guess she got a comment on one of her other TikToks that was saying that Melaleuca has all natural, safe products for your home, blah, blah, blah. So she goes into why that is false.
Can I just make a PSA that if it is an MLM company, they do not have anyone's best interest at heart except for their own. And trust me, I have fallen victim to many MLMs before, whether it be a customer or a distributor or whatever they call them these days. I've been there. But Melaleuca ain't it, y'all. It ain't it. Let's get into it. If you learn nothing from me, learn this. A company that truly cares about what ingredients they are putting into their products will disclose 100% of them to you. Every ingredient will be listed, and if they list fragrance on their ingredients list, they will disclose those fragrances either in an ingredient disclosure or it'll be listed in the ingredients. Melaleuca specifically hides all of their ingredients. Biodegradable softener, that is not an ingredient. That is a type of ingredient. And telling you where it's derived from, that's not ingredient disclosure. Wave the red flag. This is a fun one. This is like their all-purpose cleaner or whatever. So take a look at their ingredients. None of them are disclosed, but yet go down to the bottom and they have to have a warning on this product because it contains sodium xylene sulfonate. Let's go back to their ingredients list. That's not even listed. They don't disclose anything, but yet they contain a ingredient that has to have a warning on the label. This is just a random shampoo that I chose. And the third ingredient is cocamide propylbutane, a huge skin irritant. And then it also has like 3 or 4 different ethoxylated ingredients in it, meaning that they were mixed with ethylene oxide, a carcinogen, and have the possibility of creating 1,4-dioxane, a carcinogen. Yuck! Okay, besides the last thing I told you to learn, one more thing to take away from this video, if nothing else. Terms like all natural and non-toxic, they are not regulated. Companies do not have to meet a certain set of requirements to claim that their products are all natural and non-toxic. They get to use those terms just for funsies, for marketing techniques. They do not have to do them. Okay, it is important that everything you buy, you turn it around and actually read every ingredient and look it up, or use my website because I do all that research for you. While I think a company that sells purely safe products and you get one-stop shop sounds wonderful, Melaleuca ain't it. MLMs, not it. Do not recommend.
So that was, like I said, serious, but I thought it was interesting. I don't know anything about chemicals. I don't really read ingredients on things too often, but I also didn't know that all natural and non-toxic were not regulated terms. I didn't know there was there wasn't something that like a bar that you had to meet to claim that you have non-toxic and all natural products. So that's very interesting to know when Melaleuca Hans are out here touting that their is all natural and non-toxic when in fact that is not true. This one is from none other than Kiley Brewster. If you are not following her on TikTok, you are missing out because she is so funny. She does a lot of impersonations of different MLM consultants. So let's take a look at a couple of hers that I really love.
Hey girl, thanks for getting back to me, smile emoji. It's the Karens dressed in sheep's clothing like you that remind me to be extra careful when asking someone to join my team. Caution sign emoji, laughing emoji. Clearly you aren't aware that pyramid schemes are illegal, X emoji, sparkle emoji. But I'll go ahead and be the bigger person here and say it's my mistake for reaching out, kiss face emoji. My team at Short Tempered only has space for CEOs, small business owning women that support other CEOs, small business owning women. Heart emoji, 100 emoji, block.
I thought that was so funny because recently I posted a screenshot of it somewhere. I think it's on my community tab in my YouTube. But recently I got a message from a Scentsy consultant asking me to help her reach her goals. And I've never met this person in my life. And my Facebook is very clearly anti-MLM. So I kind of called her out on it and she got mad and blocked me. So I thought that was funny and super relatable. And then this next one she did, I think this was pretty recent. That I want to say she just posted it like within the last 2 weeks. But anyway, that's beside the point. She sort of reminds me of, in this one, she reminds me of the pink zebra consultant that I recently reacted to, like just being super rude and not very self-aware. So let's take a look at this one.
Get your ass up and start messaging the people you bullied in high school. It seems like no one wants to be part of a pyramid scheme nowadays. That's so true. You need to surround yourself with people that want to take advantage of others and their vulnerability and spend their entire life savings on this business.
It's so true. These are the things that they are saying with nicer words, I guess. Like, these are exactly the things that they're saying, and she's really good at calling them out on this and impersonating different like personality types on her TikTok. So highly recommend her. She's a great follow. She's super funny, and I don't know, I just love watching her content. Okay, this one was super funny. So this individual made a spreadsheet about the people she went to school with and joined MLM, and the statistics are actually kind of funny to see. So let's take a look at what she found when she made these spreadsheets.
This is part 2 of tracking the popular girls from my high school as they went into MLMs, and today I'm at the lake. I can work from anywhere because I'm my own boss. No, I'm just kidding, it's Sunday, let's go. Now, carrying on from the last video, I split the boss babes up by their high school archetype and tracked which MLM they entered. But I also started tracking some things that I thought might be relevant, including whether or not they got married young, and I set the cutoff at age 23 and ended up with this chart. And a lot of you were in the comments like, no way, that is way too young an age. So out of curiosity, I upped it by 1 year. I just switched it to 24 and good intuition. Also, just want to answer some questions really quick. There are 72 people in this data set. They are all girls that I went to high school with, so they will be in my grade, up to 2 years ahead of me and up to 2 years behind me. Also, interesting fact, they're all married, which was not intentional. It's a fact. They are. It's a small town thing, I think. I am trying to get enough info on the non-MLM girls from my high school so I can have a control group and compare the two, but it's hard. They don't have their shit on social media like the MLM girls do, so I can only really deal with what I have. And also, a lot of people were like, what about oils? You don't have oils here? I know what they are. They just don't seem to exist in this town. I don't know. Okay, so let's start looking at our girls and what MLMs they tend to gravitate towards. Horse girls freaking love Scentsy, okay? Like, look at this. And the ones that don't like makeup, okay? They sell Unique and Arbonne. Now, the church girls are obsessed with Arbonne, okay? And I know exactly where this started. Back in 2013, a pastor's wife was the first one to bring it here, and it spread faster than STDs at a bush party. I don't even know if she still sells it, but we are still feeling the effects. Now, this one is kind of cute. The Brainiacs mostly sell books. Out of all the MLMs, Usborne is like the one I'm least offended by. But let's go to the one I'm most offended by, and this isn't gonna surprise any of you. Y'all only had one thing in high school, and you didn't even discover another. For shame. Now, the Mean Girls actually did branch out a bit. Half of them sell Herbalife, and the other half is split between Unique, Arbonne, and Beachbody. They're like the most diverse group of MLM girls, but I'm so excited to show you this because Herbalife is sold exclusively by the Mean Girls. Also, the rest of this chart is really interesting if you want to pause to check it out. Now, the fun thing about tracking all these extra things on top is that you end up with charts like this, like what percentage of our MLM girls married cops or military. And this in particular was unsurprising, but nice to see in chart form. The Mean Girls and the Jocks really like the cop vibe, and the church girls got sucked in pretty bad too. But my favorite chart I've pulled so far is the one that measures who got married young, and heading up the lead, surprising no one, is church girls, obviously. But wait, it gets better, because I got bored last night and I started tracking how long each of them had been dating their husband before they got married, and that is 100% of them married young against an average of 6 months relationship. Like, damn girl, I know you're frisky, but that's a lifelong commitment. I'm currently in the process of compiling a huge amount of information, okay? I'm looking at their education, number of kids, the job they have. I know a lot of you mentioned nurses, so I promise I'm doing a huge deep dive. If you like this series, follow along, come back for part 3.
So she's a super good follow. I like to see statistics. So the fact that she's making all of these spreadsheets and graphs makes my brain so happy, but I am not good at it. So I always need somebody else to do it for me. So this is working out well. Again, all of these TikTok accounts are listed in the description. So if you want to go and check out any of their other content, you can go and do that. And then the last, but certainly not least, is from one of my favorite people to follow on all platforms. His name is Justin Nunley, and he is hilarious. And he's really good at like not mixing certain things that we don't want to talk about into his content. So I truly appreciate that about him, but he's still he's just super funny. He's still just super funny. So anyway, I'm rambling now. Let's take a look-see, shall we?
If you find yourself having a bad day, just remember this. There's people that you know that are trapped in pyramid schemes and convinced that they are business owners.
I love it so much. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.